Thank you. Laura.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister. BBC News. Doesn't this delay just postpone the dilemma you still find yourself in? What is it that makes you think you have a chance of passing your vote next week? And can you confirm you will definitely hold the third meaningful vote next week? And I know you've expressed what appears to be some regret from how the remarks you made last night about MPs. Do you think actually you should apologise for the remarks you made about what Parliament has done?
Well, first of all, as I said, in relation to members of Parliament, there are passionately held views on all sides of this argument. And yes, as I said last night, I expressed frustration, but I know MPs are frustrated too. And I'm very grateful to those MPs who have supported the deal, to those who've come round to supporting the deal, having not previously done so, and to all those MPs that I've been meeting across the House and talking to about the issues that they are concerned about in relation to this deal. But I think what this decision tonight does is show the clear choice that is available, open to MPs. Getting the deal through next week in a meaningful vote means that we can have that extension to the 22nd of May, get our legislation through, deliver on the referendum, leave the European Union and do it in an orderly manner. Not getting that vote through means that we will, obviously, as the Council has said, come back to the Council before the 12th of April with a plan for the way forward. But that, if it involves that further extension, would mean us candidates being stood in the European parliamentary elections. I think the choice is clear for people. James.
Prime Minister, Donald Tusk listed 4 options now before April the 12th. Deal, no deal, extend or revoke. We know that your first choice is deal, but to help us understand your thinking, could you now rank in order of preference those other 3 choices? Is no deal your second choice?
I am working to ensure that we can leave the European Union with a deal. You mentioned a 4th choice of revoking Article 50. I do not believe that we should be revoking Article 50. That is not something we should be doing. For this reason, we gave the choice as to whether to stay in the European Union or leave the European Union to the British people. They voted in 2016. They voted to leave. Government at the time said we would honour and respect the decision. At the last general election, 80% of the votes were cast for members of Parliament who stood on a manifesto to honour that decision, respect the referendum. I think the time is now to deliver for the British people. The time is now to make the decision. Faisal.
Thanks, Prime Minister. Sky News. Can you confirm what will happen if your deal, I know you want it to pass, but just say it doesn't. If the deal
I'm glad you got the message.
If the deal doesn't pass next week, that you will bring forward the SI that would change the date to the 12th of April, and will you therefore also hold the promised sequence of indicative votes so a different plan from the House of Commons will come about or be revealed?
Well, I stand by the commitments that we've made, both in terms of the legislative commitment for a motion for the House of Commons and obviously the commitments that the Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster has made in the House of Commons. The decision that's been taken by the European Union Council and obviously to which we have agreed does mean that there is now that different date of the 12th of April. I believe this is important. It gives us the opportunity, MPs next week, to look at the choices that clearly face them. We can leave with a deal in an orderly manner, have that extension to the 22nd of May, or if we don't get that deal through, if we don't get that vote through, then before the 12th of April we have to come forward with another plan, and if that plan means a further extension, it means standing in those European parliamentary elections. Tom.
Thank you, Prime Minister. You said to the House of Commons on Wednesday that if your deal is not passed, and I quote, the House will have to decide how to proceed. Can you confirm if the House decides to proceed with a long delay or a softer Brexit or a customs union, you will then enact that?
I was very clear that we need to work with the House to decide how to proceed if we don't get the deal through this week. But I think what tonight's decision from the Council has done is very clearly frame for people the choices that will be available to them. I continue to believe that the best route for the United Kingdom is to honour the referendum result, to leave the European Union, to do it in an orderly manner. That means to do it with a deal. The deal is there. The option is there for members of Parliament. I believe it's important that we do see that vote going through and that we are able to leave in that orderly way.